Hello gang, quest for El Dorado. It is an absolute delight to be talking about this game again. Still one of my all-time favourites. About a year ago when I started making this channel, I made a how to play video on Quest for El Dorado, but rather embarrassingly, I got at least 2 major rules wrong. And in the years since then, I've been playing this game with other people, and I realised there are rules that people misinterpret and people get wrong. And I thought in this video I would clarify some of those. So without further ado, let's get started. So the way movement works in this game is that if I want to move onto a hex that has a machete, I need to play a card that has a machete. However, what I incorrectly said in my video is that if I want to move onto a hex that has 2 machetes, I said that I could play 2 cards so that the numbers add up to 2. That is incorrect. What you can never do is play 2 cards to move onto one hex. So in order to move onto this hex that has 2 machetes, I would need to play one singular card that has at least 2 machetes. Then I'm free to move onto it. What you are, however, allowed to do is if I have, for example, the Trailblazer that has 3 machete, I can then move 1, 2, and then 3. The other thing you might want to do on your turn is to go to the marketplace and buy some of these better cards. The price of these cards is denoted by the coin in the bottom middle of the cards in the market, and the money you have available depends on which cards you have in your hand. Let's say that we have these 4 cards in our hand, then the cards with the coin symbol are simply worth the number in the coin. So this gets you 2 money, this gets you 1 money. However, what I got wrong in my how to play video is that I said that machetes and paddles are worth half of the number on the card, and that means that this scout would be worth 1. However, that isn't true. Cards with machetes and paddles are worth exactly half a coin, irrespective of what the number is here. So the scout isn't bringing in 1 money, the scout is worth half a coin. So with these 4 cards, I've got 2, 1, half, half is 4 total. If I'm only buying and not moving and using all these cards to buy, I can buy something up to a value of 4. Another rule I've seen people misinterpret is that if you are buying cards on your turn, then you can't buy cards, plural. You can only buy 1 card each turn. That's it. Only one card and 1 card only. Another rule I've seen people misinterpret is how these blockades work between the hexes. Let's say that I'm here and it's my turn. I play an explorer to move onto this space here, and then we have blockade that is requiring a coin. If I then pay with a traveller, then what happens is I take the blockade immediately, and then these go up like this. What does not happen, that I've seen people misinterpret it as, is that when I pay that, I basically move onto the blockade and then I can continue moving after that. That doesn't really work, because then when I'm on here, I'm basically blocking the blue guy from moving anywhere at all. So that's not how it works. When I pay this, the blockade comes off immediately, we bring it together, and then at that point, I'm free to move on. Lastly, and this isn't so much a misinterpreted rule as much as it is an overlooked rule, that is that at the end of my turn, if I still have cards in my hand and I'm unwilling or unable to move with them, and if I can't use them for buying anything, then I can simply put the cards in the discard pile. I don't have to keep them in my hand for next turn. I can simply get rid of them to free up my hand so that I can hopefully pick up some more useful cards. Those are 5 rules that I've noticed people misinterpret, and 2 of which I myself got wrong in the how to play video, so very, very sorry about that. But yeah, please let me know down below if there are any rules that you have misinterpreted along the way and that you've realised afterwards, oh, hang on, we're supposed to be doing it like this. I would love to know down below. But yeah, in the meantime, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye, take care, and good luck.